Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Then I went on to Kent University to finish off my masters.
Kent. I went to college in Kent.
No, in England. This is in England. So after I left Loughborough, because I was going to go back to Loughborough, but I didn't want to go back. So then I went to Kent University. So then when I went to Kent, I went to Barking Abbey, Division 1, with James Vere and Lloyd Gardner.
Okay, I know James Vere.
Yeah. So that's when I started there. So like I started playing there, and that was a good experience, man, because like all the Premier like young talent was there, like RJ, Charles.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
All of them young boys were there when I went there. So it was a struggle that season. I'm not gonna lie, like we really had a bad season, but the kids were young, so but it was a good experience for me. Like I was so appreciative of James giving me that option, because I didn't really have any options to go anywhere else at that time, because I was thinking to myself like, BBL's not giving me any looks, or do you know what I mean? Like James was like, yeah, Dean, you can come along and help us. We're not in the best of situations. So I'll always be grateful to James and Lloyd at Barking, like for giving me that opportunity.
So when did you get the BBL opportunity? And how did that?
So then like I played at Barking for a season. And then after Barking, I went to Manchester. Then that's when I got the opportunity to go to Manchester Giants, innit?
I've been Manchester. I've been to their stadium or their home court. They've got a good atmosphere there. Yeah. I think they need a bigger stadium, though. Definitely.
Yeah. So then the first year I went to Manchester Giants. But then obviously I went there and like I wasn't really getting any minutes. I'm not going to front. I wasn't getting no minutes. And like I was just getting frustrated, like, do you know what I mean? Like I was just getting frustrated, and then like it wasn't a good season. Then I got out of shape, like because we was training quite a lot. We was training a lot, but like I was just like mentally I wasn't in the right space then. Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, you know what, I can't be asked with Barcelona no more. So I just started putting on weight, and it's just like I wasn't noticing that I was putting on weight. And then one of my friends was like, at the end of the season, he's like, Dean, man, he's like, you've put on a lot of weight, man. I was like, you know, you're just in denial of yourself.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I was like, nah. When I watched back film now and I looked at myself, I was like, nah, Dean, you're not in shape, man. So then, like, after that year, that was like 2016.
I think that's when I first met you at Pro Classic, innit?
Yeah, that was that year there. So then, like, I went to Manchester Giants, and then at the end of that season, I left, and that's when I signed with Leeds United. Leeds.
No, yeah. That went down. Yeah.
Leeds. But then obviously
that's when Matt Newby was still there, right?
No, Matt Newby left after that year.
Yeah.
Matt Newby left that year.
Because he was someone. I wish he had.
He built Leeds. He built Leeds.
And he put Leeds on the map.
I don't know what craziness happened over there. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about other people's business, but I don't know what happened there.
I heard what happened, but yeah.
I don't talk other people's business unless they.
I went to Leeds University, Leeds Met, and I was halfway through his process. I seen what he was building. I got there when they were in D1 and they had Albert and Laddie there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Albert, Laddie, all of those guys, and that was when the program was like elite.
Newby was a great manager, man. He managed that whole well, and then when he left, that's when he went downhill. It's like you can't emulate greatness, man. He was doing some great stuff there, man. Yeah.
So then like they got a new Irish coach. So I signed there. I was thinking like, whoa, like yeah, like I've got opportunity to just play. Do you know what I mean? Like just to be myself. Like, do you know what I mean? Over that summer I lost a little bit more weight. I was thinking like, yeah, cool, I've got Leeds and I can just go and do my thing. Do you know what I mean? So like I'm playing now, then like, you know how English basketball, there's so much politics going on, like, man. There's politics, and everyone knows what happened to Leeds. They folded. So when it get to January now, I wasn't getting paid. Like it got to like December, like they was just so late with the payments and stuff, and then like there was just so much back and forth going, and then there was so much internal stuff going on. Like I don't want to speak about it because obviously, you know what I mean. The people that own the franchise and that, I'm not going to speak about people's business like just like that without them being there because I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to say something about someone, I'll say it in front of their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
So like after that, now I was thinking to myself, nah, this just wasn't it. Like, do you know what I mean? It just wasn't it. So then I left in, I think it was like December. So I left Leeds and then I went back to Barking. So then I went back to Barking and then I think did we make playoffs? I think it was like one spot out of playoffs in D1. So then like obviously, but Barking, it was just like always like it's always like my base. It's always been my base of my like I say out of my career that I've started because they've always given me that opportunity. Do you know what I mean? And like I built like a friendship with James, just on and off the court with those guys because I can go there whenever I want. Do you know what I mean? Like when there's pre-season and stuff or off season, I can go to Barking. I can work out. I can use the gym there without. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have to say anything. I can just turn up there. Not everyone's got that access. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. With Barking, that was Barking, yeah?
Yeah, Barking Abbeys. Yeah. And then after that, I left there. And then at the end of the season, it was finished. And then that's when I went to Worcester.
Yeah, I remember. I was going to come to your Worcester game and use that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So then, like, I've got, and to be fair enough, it wasn't even from an agent. It was from Adam Fosby.
Yeah.
He got me into Worcester. So like I'm thankful for that as well. Do you know what I mean? So then they were short on players because I was still looking for teams. Like my agent was like, yeah, we're still trying to look. It got to like I don't know, maybe like I would say like it got to like October. I was thinking to myself like I haven't got a team. So then Adam's like, yeah, we need a 4. I went there on the same day, had training. Next day, signed with them, and then the next day was the game day. We played it, and funny enough, the game that we played was the opening game was against Worcester, against Paul James. You know, he just left Worcester to go to Plymouth.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we're playing him at home, and he's just left. So like, obviously, it's a big game. And obviously, the first game we opened up, we won. You know what I mean? And what my team, what's his name? Rob Crawford on my team. He had like 13.
Crawford, I remember him.
Yeah, that game where he had like 13 threes in that game. I think it was 13 threes. I don't know if it was 13 threes.
I saw it, but they had a bad season that season, didn't it?
Yeah, we had a bad season that season, man. And it was like at the beginning, it was good. Like we beat Worcester, then we won the second game. I can't remember who we won against the week after, but then after that it just kept going. Like it was just going downhill. Like we had the talent to match up with everyone, but it's just like I just don't know what the issue was. Like obviously I know the issues, but I'm going to speak about it. Do you know what I mean? But
I watched the game against London Lions.
Like it was just a bad season, man. Like it was just one of those seasons where like you know you just see a team go from there to like there, like. It happens to a lot of teams. Like, do you know what I mean? They went from there because you got to remember Worcester is a big club. Like, it's a big city. They've always been in the playoffs. So like, it was just like it was a burden as well because obviously we're losing games now, and it was like
Jordan saying it's an understatement.
Yeah, like why is Worcester like this, and why are they performing like this? Tear. You know what I mean? It was just like a snowball, just kept building and building. And then
seriously, I remember that. I do remember going to one of their games when what's his name? When the London Lions were Lions. You know when they had Tab at the time.
Yeah, when they had Tab, when they were just unstoppable, no one could beat them.
And Lions just walked into that game, walked in with a 20-point win. Just walked into that game with a 20-point win. It was just like,
and then like it got to like December again.
And they had what's his name? That guy everyone was gassing on about, the big guy that had Prosper for some reason. I don't know what he was doing, but
before. This is after.
Before.
Yeah.
After you left. Yeah.
And then
they got worse.
I left in it, but it was some personal stuff in it that I don't want to get into. Do you know what I mean? But and then I left, and then after that, I went to my agent got me a look in Malta. So I went to Malta.
Yes, that's it. Because I remember I messaged you saying I'm gonna come to your game against Lions, and you said, "No, I'm going Malta. I'm done." And after that, that's when that game. Malta. That's when they got killed by 20, and that's when all Prosper was there.
Yeah. And then
and this literally Lions walked it with the win, bro. You could have put Vince on the court and they would have had that win easily, bro. No, I'm saying Vince would have got a nice 20
because they signed me in it. So like, but I understand where you're coming from in it. But I went to Malta.
Man.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.